Okay, here we go. This is Seth MacFarlane here for the commentary for 8 Simple Rules for Buying My Teenage Daughter. I'm here with executive producer David Goodman.
Hi.
Executive producer Chris Sheridan.
Hey.
Writer of the episode, Patrick Megan.
Hello, America.
Director Greg Colton.
Hello, everybody.
And the voice of Meg, Mila Kunis.
Hello. Why are you laughing?
Was that all
It wasn't nearly as sultry as the last time you said it.
You know, last time was by accident. I'm sorry. I'll go.
Take two.
Hi. How's that?
Oh, yeah.
More
That's
than that.
Good.
That's good. Did you like that?
Yeah.
Not bad.
I'll be back. Hey, this is the first episode written by Patrick Megan.
Yes.
New member of our writing staff.
Were you nervous, Patrick, coming in and writing your first episode?
Yeah, I was.
Are you nervous now?
I'm actually very nervous now.
I actually worked with Patrick. I met Patrick. We had worked on a pilot that did not go anywhere called Simon.
Yeah, Fox was not a big fan of that pilot.
No.
If I remember correctly, but I became a big fan of you.
Yeah, but some good came out of it because we met Patrick Megan, who wrote this episode, which turned out to be a hugely popular show and a magnificent feat of directing by Mr. Greg Colton.
Thank you. Yeah, this was my first episode.
Is that right, as director as well?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Greg's one of those guys. He's just born to work on a show like this. He just fell right into it. These people have been doing this job for 20 years, Greg. Who
You were an assistant director on
Yeah, when the show started up again, Peter Shin asked if I would be his assistant director for North by North Quahog. And
I think somebody wants to interrupt you.
I'm sorry. I just want to say here comes David Goodman's performance majeure here.
Anymore, Patty. After 9 seasons, I just don't care. Maybe you could try.
Wow, that
I don't know
sounds
what we would have done.
Who
because
said that?
There's no one. That's not an impression that people really.
Fortunately, I come to
And that's not an impression that David's doing. That's just
No,
David.
that's
Yeah,
just
no,
David.
I said,
David
if you want me
talking.
to make it sound more like Ray Romano, you're like, no, please don't.
The truth is, Ray does a David Goodman impression
But
every day.
anyway,
he gets up in the morning.
Hey, there's my
going,
name. All right. Okay.
Keep
sorry.
going, Greg.
Okay, now back to Greg. Peter asked
oh,
you
I'm
to...
done. No, I think I got lucky because Peter's wife was having a baby during most of North by North Quahog, and he let me do a lot of stuff. So after that, I think you guys had enough faith in me to let me direct this one.
This bit is so far one of the most referenced bits, I think, of this season. People love this.
Like so, great musical adaptation by Ron Jones.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
We still didn't quite get the camera move right here, but it works well enough.
There's almost an amusement. I mean, the gun is revealed a little early, but it's funny because
You know it's
you know what he's in for.
Yeah.
It's the first bit of puddles of liquid. It seems to be a theme in this episode.
There's a lot.
puddles,
That's a good
puddles of liquid.
That's a good.
Spreading puddles of liquid.
And what was the breakfast machine based on, for those people that don't know?
Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
There you go.
But I understand Chitty Chitty Bang Bang had a breakfast machine before.
That's
That's
true.
right.
That's very
That's
good.
right.
Very good.
It's a reference of a reference.
Oh, yeah.
Jerky boy Johnny Brennan, Mort Goldman.
We actually wrote the part, created the part for him, didn't we? Is
Yes,
that what-
yes. That was a huge. Oh God, I used to buy those tapes when they came out and just shit myself laughing.
We were all big Paula
If there are any
Poundstone
children
fans.
watching who've actually been molested by Paula Poundstone, I want to apologize to them right
Yes,
now.
this is not. That's a joke about the other kids.
What happened to you is horrible.
Hey, what's this? What's going on? Am I talking to
This was fun, sort of combining Meg and Stewie together in a story, which we hadn't seen before.
Do you know what I do
Both
when
being having romantic problems was kind of the theme of the episode.
Kind of thematic.
It worked out very well.
Sort of parallel storylines. They sort of are both unlucky in love in this episode.
Oh, Meg, she torched your ass, man.
This show's funny.
You haven't seen this one?
Neil is just a viewer
No.
now.
I haven't seen. This is the problem with me doing commentary
Maybe we should have gotten you a tape before.
because I don't want. I'm like, then I just get into the script. This is so good.
Oh, this is worth noting. The folks who do Blind Date are actually in the same building as we work in, and they kindly did these graphics for us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was nice of them.
Yeah, they're fans of the show. And
Look at
they-
that.
It's a good
Look at
plug
that
for this show.
Yeah, they very funny writers on that show.
It is. It's a
here
very
we
funny
go.
show.
And this is
Everybody take a
Here
sip.
we go.
this is the other
Sit back.
hugely referenced.
This is
bit from our show.
This was fun.
This
maybe
actually started.
Yeah.
Sorry,
No, go ahead, Bruce.
we were in the writers' room, and Mike Henry brought in a tape because we had taking like a 15-minute break, and he brought in this tape and said, "You guys got to see this." And it's just a tape of some guy on the street that was paid $100 to drink some Epicac, and there's some
part
businessman.
of a reality show pilot that never went anywhere.
Yeah,
right?
this poor businessman was like, "Yeah, it
we go.
smells syrupy. I'll take a drink of that." And
Oh my god.
and the guy just violently threw up for about 15 minutes.
And the fear on his face as he, it's
yeah,
actually what we're kind of doing with Stewie
like,
here.
what did you do to me?
the
and
terror,
calling him an
like-
asshole. And
like
I actually walked out after about 30 seconds of watching.
Yeah, I couldn't
it.
watch
I
it.
couldn't even watch it.
but that was his attitude. He was just like, why, my God, you didn't tell me. Oh God, what's gonna happen to me?
But then, like a day later, we were trying to come up with a bit for this, and actually John Viner pitched, what if they get a bottle of Epicac and I'll drink it? And it's just...
Yeah,
Even my wife.
This is another one too.
Look at it
so-
all over Peter's chin.
And also, it's actually rare that we add Stewie in this group of people that all sort of interact with each other exactly, but it really worked.
And this is really, if you watch it, really
High point right
a
here.
very subtle, complex piece of directing.
Well
here.
done.
The timing,
Well
too,
done.
was
It's
just
amazing.
brilliant.
When I was in film school, one of my writing professors wrote the MASH episode where Hawkeye strangled a baby because he thought it was a chicken.
Yes.
Oh, really?
It's about the senselessness of war. He was very proud that his name was on. My name is on that.
What's his name?
I'm equally proud.
that Elias Davis?
Elias Davis. He's running for treasurer.
So I say,
That's right.
check out this awesome computer animation on this banner.
Is that CGI?
Yeah, we're gonna be the next Pixar here.
Nice.
Look at it. It's beautiful.
See, he thought it was a chicken, but it was really a baby.
It was a baby.
Yeah.
Because you know what, war makes you do such horrible things. It
Well, he
turns
would
you
think
into
hor-
people
he-
you wouldn't recognize.
I believe
think
that.
horrible things about
wait,
yourself.
But in this one,
That was the
Peter
se-
barks
he
on a
wrote the
dog's
series
head.
finale of.
Yeah.
He wrote the series finale.
I think
but-
multiple writers did, but yeah, he'd like to talk about that.
Transferred
one.
VD to somebody?
Let's see here. Yep. Sorry, I accidentally gave you VD.
That's all you got is accidental, huh? All right, I'll take it.
Well, first let me thank you for answering the ad. Now, what do you feel qualifies you to be an effective babysitter for Stewie?
A gente ótima com os meninos.
We couldn't run an ad that said no Portuguese, but...
There was a really funny Herbert scene here that got cut.
That's
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
He's there hoping he can babysit for Chris. He's got flowers and a heart-shaped box of candy.
Yeah.
Now this is a show, the Herculoids.
Hanna-Barbera show, classic.
From what, the late 60s?
Yeah.
Yeah. On the message boards, nobody got this.
Yeah, this predates.
People
our
are like,
audience.
"What's that worm that Lois is
Yeah,
talking?"
this is for the older members.
Yeah, that's a great thing about the show is that we do so many bits that we can pick a few that only a few people get.
Great old Hanna-Barbera sound effects there.
Yes, if only you were this discerning when you picked that happening.
Who pitched that joke? That's such a funny joke.
Bruce Jenner?
Yeah.
That's, I don't know.
Is that Danny? I think that may have been
Might
Danny.
have been Danny. It was a funny show.
This was pretty much my reaction when Joanna Garcia came in to record this. Not a big Reba watcher, but she
Did
is.
Joanna do this voice?
She is delightful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up? All right.
Oh, she your pal?
By the way, the joke
she
that
a
you
girl?
No, yeah, all the actors, we totally like hang out in the same house.
All the actors in Hollywood.
Well, your reaction to her makes it sound like that's exactly what happens.
Well, forget it.
Don't forget it.
No, you guys are all awful.
Leave her alone. That's my Emilio Estevez from The Breakfast Club.
There used to be a joke there
Leave
about
her
I say
alone.
Lois that these diapers absorb semen, but I think that was another thing that
Standards
Yeah,
had a
didn't
problem.
quite make-
standards
it
don't
back.
like baby semen jokes.
And there
They
was
used
They
to
also
be
changed that joke too.
shoving them up my ass. It
Shoving
used to
them
be, and
That's
we had
right.
to change that.
Yeah.
What? Oh, man.
there was an awesome song here.
That was
got-
Devaney, Tom
That
Devaney.
that has never sounded like Peter to me, and I don't know why. When he says "what,"
All right. Listen, I got another idea. What if I sold you my daughter? Huh? You drop the tab, and your son can have Meg.
Now, this is actually, I think we did a good job here taking what clearly begins as a Meg story and inserting Peter into it to help drive it along.
it's a nice thing with Meg. This season has started to lash back, and it's always funny when she
That was hysterical.
calls
It is.
Peter, calls her father a fat son of a bitch.
Because he
was
so
one of the-
richly
Yeah.
deserves it.
He does. He does.
Yeah, that's been holding for 4 years. That was one of the funniest table read
Yeah.
moments we've had this year.
For you forever. Besides, Cecilia thinks my psoriasis is sexy.
I can't believe he's over me.
I can't believe I'm out 34 grand.
I can't believe it's not butter. Stick around. More Family Guy coming up.
Peter, how could would you have tried to sell our daughter?
All right, Lois, I don't want this to ruin our date night, so I'll make it up to you.
Oh, Peter. I'm sorry I tried to sell our daughter.
Yeah, you don't know how hard it was to find one of those in English.
Tonight the babysitter comes, Rupert. Lovely Lidan. Oh, hey, Lidan. Hey, what's going on? How are you? Yeah. Oh, it's just me, Stewie. Just being myself. Yeah. Well, this here? Oh, it's just my package.
He put his boot. He put a baby booty in there first, and it's still kind of the shape of the baby booty, even though he puts the powder in there now.
I have great love for the Jewish people. I'd like it noted.
It'd be nice to see it once in a while.
All my friends are Jewish, and that's not just because I live in Hollywood.
You have friends?
Oh my God!
No, I'm your friend. I'm your friend.
I set myself up. Are you, David? Are you?
As long as the checks continue to clear, you bet.
Oh, what was the joke here?
This used to be.
People aren't gonna have a problem with that. Yeah.
This
Rodney.
used to be Stewie at Rodney King Jr.'s birthday party.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Stewie is
Pinata.
beating at a pinata. And
misses.
he's got his eyes closed, and he misses the pinata. He starts hitting Rodney King Jr. again and
that's
again.
right.
Lots of
That was
discussion
great.
in the room about
And
that
yelling,
one.
That went back and forth. We tried it actually.
At the screening, it was just like, oh.
Or sort of a horrifying gas.
I think I said no. I said we shouldn't do it, but we left it anyway.
I love that gag.
It's one of those happy play-ons. Everything's fine in Quahog. No litter on the streets. The crime rate is low. This is a reference to Dazed and Confused, which actually, and this is actually true. This is a fact. The only movie that Matthew McConaughey was ever good in.
Is that really true?
Yeah, that is true. I swear to God, I'm not making that up.
It's a fact.
Unless you count Contact.
And he was really good in that movie. No, I don't count Contact.
Yeah.
Well, I don't count Matthew McConaughey's performance itself, but just his scarf.
There was a scene in Contact where he was facing down with Jodie Foster, and there was a really moment where you could see the size of her head would fit in his ear. His head is so gargantuan. He could usually use her head as like a Q-tip. It's giant melon.
That's pretty erotic there, Chris.
Now, there's stuff I noticed that probably nobody watching this notices, but watch Stewie's arm when he grabs Jeremy's hat. Stewie turns into Inspector Gadget here.
Because there's no way for him to
Watch
reach
his
it.
arm.
That's pretty impressive.
That's great.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's the only way for him
we
to get him to
suck.
grab the hat was to stretch his arm.
That's Seth Green doing the voice of Jeremy, too.
If you watch the opening credits, as Stewie climbs those stairs as he sings, his legs
Yeah, his legs are all
stretch,
over the
have to
place.
stretch.
First Simpsons reference.
Yes.
Yes.
Right there.
First of a couple, I
First,
believe.
there's a few more coming.
Although we're sort of making fun of Simpsons fans a little bit. With
Yeah,
that, not
that's
necessarily.
right.
Yeah, this was not really a...
This is not a shot at all. This was
No.
actually
like an homage.
an homage.
But
Definitely.
that was the first reference on the
All we're saying is that-
I'd like to say for the record that Matt Groening is a wonderfully kind
Oh
man.
my God, Seth, shut
Oh,
up.
no, there's a lot
Every
of...
time he speaks about The Simpsons, he always has to say,
It's 'cause he
Matt
loves the
Groening's
show."
great.
Well, because there's all that press, all that negative press that said
Yeah,
that
that
we
there's
were
a
having
feud.
this fight.
I ran into Matt and he said, fuck the feud.
Yes.
He loves the show and he's very nice.
Yeah, it was this
Oh, hi, Meg. Neil and I are so
Lindsay Lohan, Hillary Duff bullshit. except we're
Which one are you?
except we're both men and
How is it different?
Oh my God,
Are
I
they
love
friends
it.
of yours too,
Neither.
Mila?
Oh my God, they have to totally hang out with me and Joanna at my house.
God, that's
All
really
of us.
fun. You have like tickle
All
fights
together.
and
Yeah,
And
we
you're
eat
under pillow
Oreo
fights?
cookies off each other and pillow
wow.
To off each
Oh,
other.
yeah.
Interesting.
fights. Yeah,
Eat Oreo
I don't
cookies
know.
up?
Yeah, you know where that came from?
That's that Stuff magazine thing.
Yeah,
What if-
that's
I remember
exactly
that.
what it was. And everybody's like, what the fuck?
You were so freaked out by that.
What if one of your cars was dirty? Would you all wash it together?
They
It was like there was that Stuff magazine spread that you did,
yeah.
and the guy had written some
He
like
said that that
Imagine-
me and my
imagine me,
girlfriends
like- yeah.
eat Oreos crumbs off of one another, and I was 16 and I was mortified. I was like, oh my God.
just an odd, strange and wonderful image.
going out. This is so cool.
This is Seth Green does Neil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neil, not so fast.
Meg.
There was a lot more stuff with Neil kind of torturing Meg with the contract and the stuff she had to do for him.
Yeah, what did we cut out here?
We cut out action figure scene. Remember?
Well, there was a
yeah,
joke there, sliding into third face first, which I think also.
Oh, standard.
That's right. Yeah, we weren't allowed to do that.
Yeah,
Neil.
like popping his zits, we saying, Greg?
Popping his back knee, crack knee, and
Sack
sack
knee.
Sack knee, that's right.
Oh, that was a great line.
Back
Yeah.
knee, crack
Back knee, crack knee, and sack knee.
Bought a DVD together. I picked up.
And he was gonna pee on her too when she was putting his pajamas on.
This is, this Jiminy Glick thing.
Was
This
he
is
really?
this is one of the
Oh,
few
God.
things that's actually an homage. We like Jiminy Glick. At least I think he's very funny.
I hate it.
We don't like Colin Farrell though.
It's like the Office gag that we did in another episode.
I mean,
where it's sort of a,
you know what? That's not fair. I've never met Colin Farrell. He could be a very nice guy. It's doubtful. But
This is horrible.
This
I
music
love
is
it.
awesome here.
It is great.
I went to the record or the whatever you call it, the scoring session.
scoring session.
This is also kind of a throwback to classic Stewie.
Is anyone there?
It's a little angrier Stewie than we've seen this year.
that's great. Ron Jones, but very realistic.
It's very Wes Craven.
That's also
Yeah.
Seth Green, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sethy.
That's pretty much my drawing there.
Well done.
And all this lighting kind of really doesn't make any sense, but I don't know. I think it looks kind of cool.
It
It works great for the scene.
I just put shapes on the wall.
There's Brian's Prius.
Brian's Prius, yeah.
So you can listen to the streaks while you gasp for air. Oh, the strokes.
Yeah, somehow I'd hoped we'd all get a big box of iPods from Apple for
but
saying that. Didn't really
Or
happen.
did we get free
No.
Priuses?
Still waiting for it.
I just bought one.
Free
so-
Prius would be nice.
You
I
know,
just want to say
Priuses don't
that
have
Seth
trunks.
does not believe that the Jews want to enslave the Gentiles.
I do not.
Because he already knows that we've enslaved them.
Is that what that gag was?
That they all work for us.
Control the weather here and there, yes.
Hey, you know what?
Have horns,
I'm a
maybe,
slave.
but-
I'm a slave to your laughter. When you make the funny, I can't. I'm forced to laugh.
Well, should we
Never
mention-
actually seen that.
You're shackled by their mirth.
Exactly.
LaDon is based on LaDon Sanders, right?
That's right.
That's right.
This scene's
I
based
actually
on a
said
scene.
while we were recording, I said, Joanna, this is method for me. I'm actually gonna have to grab your breast while we're doing this.
She was okay with it though. She's a pro.
She was. God
She's a
bless
pro.
her. She
Yeah.
was fine with it. Delightful woman.
Hitler and Eva Braun.
Here's Seth and Alex doing this.
yeah?
Yeah.
You got your poison?
Hitler's been on the show a couple times, huh?
Yeah.
He has, yeah.
He's a good actor. Hitler.
Didn't do it either.
Almost undoubtedly, when there's a cutaway like this with people not in our cast, that's a man and a woman. It's almost always Seth and Alex.
That's probably true.
Very funny together.
Yeah.
You want me to kill myself.
That's Alex Borstein. Those of you
Alex
who don't watch the
Borstein's
show.
grandmother actually is a Holocaust survivor.
It's true.
That's my grandpa.
and her
Which is
mom.
awesome because it
Your
fucking
grandmother
writes
too?
us a blank check.
Yours too.
My whole family.
Writes us a
was in
blank check for
Holocaust.
Holocaust. jokes.
Anything, exactly.
Yeah.
Back in Russia.
Yeah. My grandfather dug the graves, and my
Holy
other
Christ.
grandfather built the mill. This is all sounds really
Yeah,
depressing.
way to bring it down. That's great. Let's talk more about that.
I'm going home.
This is not a barn, young lady.
See, because she has horseshoes.
Yeah.
All right, David was never a big fan of that joke.
Now this Peter line coming up, Patrick started to mention before the commentary started. Used to be,
We gotta find somebody to seduce Neil.
and originally Lois after that line said, "Who, me?" And he goes, you wanted to help Meg, Lois. Time to put your vagina where your mouth is.
And I don't even know how to get a hold of her.
Oh, hello, LaDon. Listen, I certainly hope you'll excuse last night's indiscretion. It was just... Oh, my God, LaDon, what's that on your neck? Ha!
He got that.
He got that.
Well, I mean, look. I mean, she's asking for it, just lying there.
LaDon, wake up this instant.
Nice sound effect. That sound effect's only been used 1 million times in every movie.
LaDon is named after LaDon Sanders, who's I don't know what her title is, but she runs
Production
everything.
controller.
Production controller.
Yeah.
She's been with the show a long time, and
Wonderful.
if you want something done, you give it to LaDon. It gets done. That was Dan Palladino.
we based the design on her a little bit too. So.
Also,
Did you really?
It's kind of her hairdo.
Yeah, kind of.
We'd like the term mixtape, which is the only reason that it's actually on a tape and not on a CD like it would be today.
Yeah, yeah.
Seemed funnier somehow.
The word mixtape.
Because we all made
Because we all went to
mixtapes.
college in
Yes.
the 80s.
Now it would be a CD of some sort.
I know nothing about the X-Men. I couldn't even tell you who one of the characters is.
Well, he's Wolverine.
Pretending to be
Wolverine. Wolverine is an X-Man.
And there's an animation mistake.
And as Mystique.
Yeah.
We forgot to draw on Neil's acne here.
Well, he's wearing
that's
wearing pancake makeup.
Oh, of course.
Oh, look at that.
That's the debate. So, I'm really curious if any masturbation has occurred throughout America to this moment right there.
This is also a great.
I'm genuinely curious.
Mrs. Griffin was just how you're bending it.
That was
Right,
great acting by Seth Green.
Yeah,
great.
Hysterical.
Free? I don't understand, Meg. You don't want to be my girlfriend?
Well, I thought I
Oh, if you freeze frame there too, Neil is touching Lois's boob for like one frame.
Hey, nice.
All right, great.
When he pushes off.
Thank you, Neil.
Cecilia, it's the gold man. How about we fire up the old Segway and find a nice quiet field to do long division in? I mean a nice quiet field in which to do long division, sorry. Sorry, everybody. Okay, I'm on my way.
He's going back to Cecilia? I can't believe I'm actually jealous.
I can't believe I actually touched him.
I still can't believe it's not butter. Next week I run for mayor of Quahog. Do I have what it takes? We'll find out. Don't miss it.
There was some talk on the internet about whether they were worried that hoping next week Peter would run for mayor of Quahog.
Was that a reference to something?
No, just like a bad
just a,
episode idea. Or maybe a good one. We may decide to do that at some point.
That's right. I think this was originally going to get cut, but
Yeah.
It was.
I wanted to. I love this scene. It
It's
just
a great
ties it
bookend,
all
too.
together.
Yeah.
It's a great bookend. They both had romantic troubles, and they're winding up right back where they started.
Well, great job, Greg and Patrick and everybody.
That's
Wonderful.
good.
That was a good episode.
Oh, we're done
That was pretty
already.
solid the whole way through.